Welcome back to Scranton Running TV. The Scranton Running Company opened its doors a few months ago. We are the Scranton area's first specialty running store, catering to the shoe, apparel, nutrition, and accessory needs of not just runners, but also Northeastern PA's walking and fitness enthusiast community. Today's episode, we're going to discuss the Superfeet Premium Insole. So Matt Byrne is going to tell us a little bit about what the insole is all about, what he looks for when he recommends it, and really the benefits to it, what it does. So Matt, why don't you walk us through the Superfeet insole?
Well, the first thing about Superfeet insole is that it was created by podiatrists. So in a way, it's an over-the-counter orthotic. These two podiatrists kept making the same insole over and over again. So what they said was, let's make an over-the-counter orthotic made for the everyday person. So the biggest feature, I guess, in the Superfeet insole is that it's deep heel cup. It gets started right away as soon as your foot hits the ground. It isolates your heel, getting your foot in the right position right away. It doesn't wait for your arch to collapse or your weight to distribute to the lateral side or the medial side. It kind of isolates your heel right away. It gives your heel a nice little home right from the start. From there, if it like I said, get your foot in the right position, almost like an airplane, kind of guiding you in right from the start. And that, you would remove the insole from your regular sneaker and let this do the work.
Now, are there different levels, Matt? Different levels of firmness or cushioning? How does Superfeet break it down?
Firmness is pretty similar from insole to insole. The biggest thing that separates themselves is, well, from the orange to the green. The green is their original. And the orange is almost the same exact profile, except when you get to the metatarsal pad. This one's got a little more a little more cushioning for your metatarsals up front. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's basically the same profile. The blue is a little slightly lower profile. It fits into some shoes that don't have as much depth to them. The arch is a little softer, but in general, same idea. Gives you a nice little deep heel cup. Gives your heel a nice little place to set in right away. And the berry is made for, well, it's a little narrower. So for women's feet, this seems to work a little bit better. But same idea, similar profile. That's it. Ideally, when you're fitting an insole into a shoe, obviously you want to take the other insole right out. Hoping this is the right size. But you want it to make a nice little popping sound. Then you know it's the right size. You don't want it to be too big. You want it to have a little bit of room in there to slide, actually. You want it to work independently from the shoe. You want it to have a little bit of room up front so you don't get blisters. You want the actual insole to slide ever so slightly within the shoe. So that's the sound you want to hear when you popping
Superfeet pop. Would you recommend it regardless of whether you had a neutral shoe or a stability shoe type of characteristic?
It can go into stability shoes too. A lot of times people will say it's almost overdone with a stability shoe. The one thing with stability shoes is that they have a little more room in the midfoot usually because they're not as curve lasted or curve shaped. So you're going to find a little more room in the middle of the shoe. So sometimes the Superfeet insole will first of all fit better in a stability shoe, and you can move the insole from in and out from shoe to shoe. So if you're okay with the stability from the shoe, one day and that you want a little more support, you can actually, but they do two different things. The one thing you don't get in a stability shoe is that reinforced heel, that heel cup. Yep. So you can still get benefits from a stability shoe, meaning it's reinforced post, and the benefits from the Superfeet, meaning that deep heel cup.
That is a good point on versatility. I mean, you could take the insole out and put it in your dress shoe for work, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thanks for spending time with us today. We hope to see you soon at the store. We're located at the Icebox Sports Complex across from Scranton High School. Scranton Running Company. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.